The TV title match, good old Miro. I can't even mock him anymore now that he's Miro. It just took him a year to figure it out, but Miro defended against poor old Dante Martin. And apparently they've fed him to the wolves because is his partner injured now? Because
it's his brother, I think, and yeah, he's injured.
His brother is also his partner.
He's injured.
He's injured, so instead of saying, okay, we've got plans for this tag team, but we'll keep this guy looking okay or put him on YouTube or whatever, they just feed him to the wolves because nobody's going to remember by the time that the partner comes back anyway, except for any fan with a brain. But I still can't believe that it took him this long to figure out how to present good old Bluto. He's a heel. He looks good. He's intense. He's serious. He kicked the shit out of the guy. He sold very little. He gave Dante a comeback flurry and then stopped him with a big suplex and a kick and camel clutch. And boom, that's it. Tap out. That's the way to get this guy over. That's the way to present this guy. That's what we've been saying for the last year. What the fuck is the matter with these people? Why is he associating with a goddamn, fucking high school play cast and doing weddings and video game matches with... I can't believe that this guy can do this. And they wasted, 6 months, a year, however long it was, with him and his little friend Pip and their virginal girlfriend Penelope fighting over fucking phony video games with goddamn mid-card guys like the Butt Buddies or the Best Friends or whatever their fucking names are. This guy looks more like a star than anybody they got on the program. Now, we'll see whether he can have a competitive match and still be a beast. That'll be interesting to find out. But anyway, you know what this wouldn't be without, or what this wouldn't be without, don't you? An afterbirth. So he beats the guy, and then here comes Jake and Archer. And now they're just baby faces. And Jake cuts promo on Miro, and Miro tries to answer, but his microphone's not turned on. So then, all of a sudden, Miro's the heel. He's just kicked the shit out of a baby face. Then Jake and Archer, who used to be heels, and the only reason they really turned was because they just got sideways with old Miro here. But they're fucking cutting a promo on each other, and then Miro turns babyface and says, come on, in here in right now. He's not supposed to say that because he doesn't want Lance Archer right now. He's a heel. But he says, come on, and then Archer hits, and they get in a fight. And Archer gets the best of it, and he kicks Miro off to the floor, and as soon as Miro's trying to get back in the ring, they've got 6 or 7 referees there to hold him back. They're listening. If maybe they've been listening all along, but somebody just finally got it through to them. But how many times over the last 2 years on all these programs, AEW, NXT, anything the WWE does, there is no consistency, no standard. Some guy is getting the shit kicked out of him by a group of heels, and they're bashing him with sledgehammers, and they're hitting him with fucking pole axes and running over him with goddamn vehicles, and there's not a soul coming out. There's nobody doing nothing, nobody ringing a bell. The announcers are going, oh, this is horrible. And some people are going, well, it's an empty arena. Motherfucker, there may not be any fans, but we don't encourage them to make the fucking save anyway. We know there's wrestlers in the locker room, there's referees, there's officials. The camera people can shoot all this stuff. As you said earlier, what about some cameraman saying, hey, wait a minute, he's going to kill that guy. I'm the only one around. But it's either 5 minutes of slow-moving destruction with no one trying to stop anybody, or if it fits the fucking specific angle they're doing, as soon as one guy gives a guy the fucking finger on the chest like, you listen to me, there's 18 fucking referees to get in between them. Have you noticed that? No consistency, and it's just whatever works for the feeble mind of the booker of the year at that point in time. Here is how you choreograph, or you lay out, or you manipulate a situation like that to get jeopardy and urgency and a sense of chaos over. If a match is coming to an end and the goddamn boom, 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 and the heel's kicking the shit out of the babyface, but suddenly the babyface blows a big comeback and maybe hits him with one false finish or two false finishes, and the heel is rocking and he's on his heels and he's backpedaling, and suddenly maybe he does something, gets a cheap shot, and fucking hooks the goddamn babyface's legs, and as he's going for the top spread cover, the referee goes to count 1, and the heel puts his feet on the ropes 2, but the referee sees it. No, he won't count 3. The heel gets up. What the fuck? He's looking at the referee. The babyface has the goddamn opportunity. The heel turns around, but the babyface double legs him and top spreads him and does the same thing. Feet on the ropes. 1, 2, 3. The referee doesn't see that. He calls for the bell. The babyface has been beat the shit out of, but he's got his hand up in the air and he's still selling because he outsmarted the heel. But the heel's pissed, and he fucking turns around and he starts kicking the shit out of the babyface again, and the referee tries to stop him. So he grabs the babyface or grabs the referee and either shoves him down or throws him out of the ring and goes back to kicking the shit out of the babyface. Now the timekeeper, the guy on the bell, he needs to start ringing the bell again. Ding, 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 ding. You know why? Because it adds to the sense of urgency that the viewer is feeling. The timekeeper can say, I was ringing the bell because I'm the timekeeper, and when you ring the bell, they're supposed to quit fighting, and they were fighting, and I didn't know what else to do. And that's all, that covers it. Because nobody's going to ask, because it's part of the atmosphere. You hear that bell ringing, ding, 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 ding. The heel's putting the boots to the babyface. Here comes some more referees. Now there's 2 or 3 or 4 of them out there, and he's shoving them, and he's fucking chucking one out of the way. Here comes a babyface. The babyface comes in, the people cheer, the babyface starts making a save, kicking the shit out of the fucking heel, shoots him off, gives him a fucking backdrop. Ha-ha, the heel's begging off, but there's another heel. The heel's partner or his manager or his friend comes in and lays that babyface out. And now there are 2 of them getting heat on 2 babyfaces. Here comes some underneath babyfaces to try to fuck, but they're playing King of the Hill with them, and they can't get in. And the bell is ringing some more. And then here's some agents coming out, some officials. You stagger the run-ins. You stagger the people coming out. When 18 people come out in a clump, it's obviously rigged. Either that or they were all just standing there minding their own business, and somebody said, hey, somebody needs you, and 18 people run out at the same time. You stagger this. You keep the bell going. You keep the motion going. You create a situation where the baby faces are in jeopardy, where there's a sense of urgency. Because the fans at home, the viewers, the people in the arena, the people on TV, they're sitting there, look, all these people are trying to help. Oh, shit. But nobody can stop it. It's chaos. It's urgency. It's jeopardy. It's danger. And all these things with your extras. If this was TV, movies, they would be called extras. That's the extra personnel that you've got to create this scene. You're concentrating on the 2 top baby faces and the 2 top heels that you have in the ring. The heel who is lost and his friend are doing damage to the guy that won and his friend. And a lot of people are trying to stop it because it's dangerous. And the bell is ringing because it adds to the to the audio, to the whole picture where people are running around frantic, screaming, yelling, getting thrown around. Damage is being done. Somebody's going to get hurt. And it has to keep moving. It can't be out there for 5 fucking minutes. You do what you're doing, and then finally, somehow you get out of it. Whether it's the numbers just overtake the fucking heels and they take off having done their damage, or finally they just see that everything they've wanted, they've gotten, and they put their hands up and they luxuriate in the booze, and the referees and the minions go to check on the downed baby faces. But it can't just go at a snail's pace forever with nobody trying to stop anything that's going on, or it's just a phony presentation being shown to you and you have no emotional attachment because you're not seeing anyone else get upset. You're not seeing people around trying to stop this heinous act, which in your mind then, the subliminal impression is, Well, they're just doing this. Nobody else is upset. These people don't have any friends. There's no security involved in this. It's just a show. When you do run-ins and you do angles, the fucking lowest level referee or wrestling school stooge or whatever that you can run out there, everybody has a part to play and everybody contributes to the big picture and to the feeling that you're supposed to be left with. If there's no jeopardy, no urgency, no danger, you got no heat and nobody gives a fuck. You're just doing shit and people are sitting there watching. Does that make any sense?
I think so. It makes lots of sense.
I used to have to do this for the fucking amateur class in wrestling school. Now I've got to do it for people on national television.